Hi, guys. Welcome back to Take Heart Podcast. This is episode 3. Today, I am going to be talking to you guys about money and the holiday spending and all the stresses that come with that. Just know that whenever I'm talking in this podcast, in this particular episode, that I'm also talking to me too, because I recently had and when I say recently, I mean like an hour ago. I had like a come to Jesus moment where I was like, okay, I really need to stop buying into like all the propaganda of the sales and the Black Friday and the what is it? The Cyber Monday. It's real easy to buy into those sale gimmicks and Amazon's really bad about that too. If you're like me, I love Amazon, and it's it's the easiest way to obviously buy presents for people. But as you guys know, within the last few years, it's been pretty tough financially on everyone. And, I think there's a lot of guilt that plays in, especially around the holidays. And I know I can speak for myself, especially this year. I'm not able to give as much as I have been over the last several years. Um, I'm a type of person. I was actually born into a family where Christmas was huge. Like it was the most celebrated holiday for our entire family, and it was my grandma's number one priority. Like she loved Christmas so much that she started decorating for Christmas in September. And so, most people are decorating for fall. Nah, she is decorating for Christmas. Her entire house is like a winter wonderland. So, you know, I grew up in a family and I grew up in the mindset that Christmas has to be big. It has to be a major big deal. It should be celebrated, which, yes, it should be, but you also have other obligations that you have to tend to as well. And I think it's important to remember that the guilt that comes with the holidays, especially whenever money is especially tight right now for a lot of people, um, including myself, it's okay to not go for all the sales, even though every ounce and every fiber of your body wants to get that 50% off sale or even that 70 and 80% off sales. I've been seeing things online like websites that I personally love buying from all the time. They're having like 80% off right now until I think tonight at midnight or something like that. But I've had to tell myself no so many times, and it's killed me because I go to those websites every single day and I'm like, I know that I financially can't do it because I have other obligations that I have to take care of, like bills and, you know, just other things that I've already dedicated my time and really my money to, that I can't do this extra stuff at the moment. And it sucks because, a lot of the times these sales only come during this time of year. But at the end of the day, you're going to be able to get those things again if you really want to. And I actually heard this rule. I don't remember who said it, but it may have been my mom. But I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter who I heard it from. But I heard this where if give yourself 3 days. And if you're still thinking about it constantly, then you need to get it. If not, if you start reasoning with yourself on reasons why it's probably not the best financial idea, then don't do it. But usually in that 3 day time gap, you usually figure out whether it's a need or a necessity, which is another thing that you need to understand is, are your needs separated from your wants? Um, Again, I'm sorry, side note, all the noise, if you hear it, I have a microphone that I was actually blessed with from my boss, so thank you. But if y'all still hear the extra noise in the background, I'm sorry. There's not much I can do about that. But anyway, so what I was saying was, if you can figure out the difference between your wants and your necessities, that'll help you so much in just figuring out where your money should be going in the meantime, and whether if it's towards the extras or if you should save that little bit of money that you're going to spend on yourself for something else. I don't know if that made sense, but it's just a lesson that I learned. Another thing that I want to touch on just a little bit is learning to say no to the Christmas parties if you feel like you have to do that. If you do not have the willpower to not buy something. So like, for example, this year I've been invited to a lot of Christmas parties. And while I'm super thankful for that, there's a gift exchange at every single one of them. I know that I financially cannot do presents and gift giving at every single one. A lot of the times people don't even care about that, and I think that needs to be talked about more, is that people don't care whether you bring a gift or not. It's not even about that for a lot of people. They just want your company. And I think as long as you are honest and say, look, I would love to come, but I can't participate in the gift exchange, that's fine. That's totally fine. A lot of the time, you're going to get a lot more respect from the people around you because of your honesty than showing up and, yes, of course, having a good time and seeing the joy on everyone with the gifts that you provided and everything. Excuse me. But you're not going to feel burdened with yourself if you just be honest and be like, look, I can't financially do it right now, but I would love to come to the party. And that's fine. And there shouldn't be any guilty conscience over you over that. And I'm talking to myself too, because I've had to really give myself that pep talk this year, because I have every single week I have something that I'm going to of this month of December, which I'm super grateful for, because I've never had this circle of friends before. I've never had these types of people in my life before. And it's just, it's such a amazing thing to have, but it also comes with a lot of invites, which is also a lot of fun. But it's okay that you can't do all the things with everybody, if that makes any sense. Like, it's okay to just say no. Show up if you feel like you want to show up, but you don't have any obligation to participate in the gift exchanges. And for example, like my gym, they're having a Christmas gift exchange at the gym itself. And they have specifically said, you don't have to participate in the gift exchange, just come hang out. More times than not, a lot of the Christmas parties that you're invited to are exactly like that. My job is another one. They have a Christmas party every single year. There's a gift exchange, but you don't have to participate. And that's okay. Just show up. A lot of the time, people just want your company and they just want you around. And just that guilt that you may feel, just set that to the side, because it's not true. It's not fact. It's just, honestly, you probably have a heart like mine and you just want to give and make people happy. But really, just your presence alone does that. So, another thing too that I kind of just want to shed a little bit of light on. I did take a little bit of notes, so if you see me glancing to the side, that's all I'm doing. But, just be honest with yourself as well. When it comes to gift giving, there was a coworker of mine that I used to work with a while back. She was a first-time mom, and all her presents that she ordered got lost in the mail, or something happened with the money. I'm not sure exactly what happened now. It's been so long ago. But something happened with the gifts, and she felt like a failure of a mother. I cannot imagine that feeling, especially being a first-time mom and it being like your child's first Christmas. Yes, your child's not going to remember that, but she was also talking about how she wasn't able to afford things either. And while I cannot imagine this for a first-time mom to go through, because I know it's hard and I know it's just something that you go through as a mom. But I think that same mindset, that same worry, and that same devastation that you feel also applies to the gift giving that you do for like your family members or your friends. If you are given a specific amount that you're to spend on your family or whatever, if you have a family gift exchange or a friend gift exchange, whatever, and they give you, like, for instance, like a $50 limit, you don't have to spend $50. You don't have to do that. You can just spend whatever you want. Put your heart into it, of course. I mean, a lot of the times people like, handmade things anyway. Oh my gosh, sorry, my hair. People like homemade things anyway. You don't have to put so much stress on yourself, especially in times such as these. We are living in some really tough financial days. We are in probably one of the worst inflations that our country has ever faced with, or been faced with, I'm sorry. But be honest with yourself about your spending. Be humble about it. Be as truthful with yourself as you possibly can. If you have other obligations, if you have other bills, if you have, other debts that you have to pay, like our lovely credit card debts that we have or anything like that, you need to make sure you take care of those as well. That is, and I'm preaching to myself because, like, it's so easy to put those things aside, especially during the holidays, and just ignore that. And then you wind up in even more debt or even more baggage to carry than what it's even worth. Christmas is supposed to be a very happy time, a very positive time, and just a time of joy. And I think we've gotten into an area, at least I have, where I am now saying, oh, Christmas. I'm now like having to think, okay, we are in December 4th. We only have 3 weeks until Christmas. I only have my weekends off. Like, how am I going to get all the Christmas shopping done? How am I even going to afford all the Christmas shopping? It's a stress that I'm having to take off myself on a daily basis and just keep it simple. And I'm going to let you in on a little secret. If you go to TJ Maxx or you go to places like Marshall's, you can get some really good stuff for super, super cheap. And I last year for my sister, I just did a bath basket. Like, I did face masks, which were like, I think $2 for a pack. And then I got her some fuzzy socks, which were, I think, $3, and some Epsom salts, a coffee mug, and a thing of coffee. And I think my total in that entire basket that I made, including a blanket, ended up being $30. Not even $30, I don't think. It was like 20 something, actually, now that I think about it. But anyway, you don't have to put so much stress on yourself. And whenever there's like super easy things that you could do for people, if you feel obligated to do so. There's a lot of stress and there's a lot of expectations I think we put on ourselves that don't even need to be there, because a lot of the time our people just want to be around us. And I think there's something special in that. So with that said, I hope that this holiday season can be a joyous time and a time of cheer, and just try to keep in mind that the stress behind it just needs to be put in the back of your brain. Like, you don't need to worry about it so much. And I'm talking to myself because I have bought into some of the schemes, some of the sales and everything as well, and I have found myself where I'm hurting for money. And so I'm like, okay, I have like a countdown going of when my next paycheck is, But, my bills are paid. And that's what matters, because no one else is paying them. So, I may as well just, I don't know. Who cares? Who cares? It's keep the holidays a fun time with your family, with your friends, with your loved ones, and because that's all they want from you. And that's the bottom line. So I hope this encouraged you. I hope this helped you in some way. I I don't really have anything motivational to say. I don't have anything like, I don't know, if you're expecting some type of epiphany from this one, I don't have that for you. I just hope that I was able to help in some way of just easing your mind with these types of moments. Money is always going to be an issue for a lot of people, and the holidays are going to be coming every single year. So you can either plan ahead and start your shopping in like October, like my grandma did, or just keep it simple. Make things, make Epsom salts, or not Epsom salts, but bath salts. I don't know, just, you don't have to make it so complicated. Have fun with it, enjoy it, and just be happy. I don't know, but I hope this helped. I really hope this helped. I was actually, before I close, I have been asked about the funding for this. In the description, whenever I post, I haven't been actually like vocalizing this, but in the description, if you feel obligated to give, there's absolutely no obligation for you to feel like you have to do so. But if you feel like you want to donate towards the podcast, 10% of the money that I receive is going to go directly to the church. So if you feel the need or if you feel the want to do so, I would love that. The link, my Venmo is going to be linked in the description. And I'm really awkward with this because I want this to be a free thing. I want this to be as I don't want any like money stressors to be in this because I don't need it. I don't. But people have asked how they can donate, so that's where I'm coming from with it. Anyway, so I'm going to close with that. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful Christmas, and I will be back next week with a really, really great topic. I might have a guest next week. So, stay tuned for that, and I will see you guys next time. Don't forget to be strong and take heart and be a Psalms 31 woman. Love you guys. Bye.